Sun's out, buns out, as they say. What's up? This is TorridBlu. I'm not in the best situation right now. Look, the lighting is crazy. But I just thought I should make a quick video for you guys on why it's important to have a good father figure. So look, last night till like this morning, actually like around 12, 1 in the morning, I ended up coming home. Well, started coming home. I was talking to a very good friend, which is basically like a brother to me. And we were talking about a lot of different things. He just came outside. You know how people are sometimes, where they go outside and it's like they start having conversations. It ended up being a deep ass talk. Ended up being a very deep conversation where we just started talking about a lot of things. Ended up being 3 hours instead of like 5-10 minutes conversation. But yeah, one main thing that we talked about was, why do people act the way that they act? And I've heard this from, I think, Myron from Fresh and Fit. What he said is the first 10 years of your life, it's influenced based on your parents, which is true. I mean, of course, but it's something like most people don't really think about. And depending on what that situation is, that's the type of person you kind of become. Of course, you can change that, because I did. I don't want to say this in a weird way, like where like, oh, he was gay, but I was more on the feminine side because I've always had my mom, so I wasn't like very noisy or wanted to fight and do all that. Of course, I wanted to fight, but not like get into bad situations, more with like family or friends. So I ended up breaking out of that shell when I was about 14 to 15, because like I was put in bad situations where I was like, no, this isn't this the person I am right now is not going to be the person that I should be. I ended up having the more feminine side because I was more with my mom than with my dad, so I didn't really have that much masculine side. I really don't have that many memories of my dad from like when I was a kid. I still have him around and all that, but like now that I think about it, that really played a big part, and I didn't know why at first when I was like a little ass kid. But now growing up, I understand it, and of course I've always had girls and stuff like that, like little girlfriends and stuff like that, but I didn't know why I was more attached or why I felt like I had to care too much. And then when I learned, I was like, oh, that's very. And then when I learned, I was like, okay, that's very understandable. Like, I see why I was this way towards them and why I really cared, because it was more on that feminine side. Of course, a man should care for his woman, but usually men tend to care less, you know what I mean? Something that's actually kind of crazy is a man actually loves his woman way more than the woman will love his man, because I guess like over the years, like, I don't know if you believe in the evolution theory, where it's like, oh, we were little monkeys and all this, like, you know, men always had to go to war and just fight at the battles, and women always stayed back, and then, oh, their husband died, so they had to find a new one. So that's why like they kind of just move on faster than a guy or a man would. But yeah, so men usually love or feel more hurt if they lose their partner than a woman. And I mean, you kind of see this all over the place, because you look at videos, you watch Netflix series, and you see the crazy extents that the man would do to get his wife or his lover and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's because we want to be like the heroes of the story. If we lose them, or if they just like lose their life, then you just feel the hurt all the time, and you try to fight that situation with like a drug or something that's not going to be good for you, or you end up hooking up with a lot of women, which, I mean, it really isn't the case, but sometimes it does happen, because you want to fill that void of the woman you actually really loved. Going back to the father figure topic, I think it's very important to have a good father figure, because if you don't, then you're not really going to see what a true man should be. They say that a human being will never be what it's meant to be, or a man will never be what it's supposed to be. A dog would always end up being a dog, a cat will always be a cat, but a man won't become a man because of all the situations that we're in, the government, the media, like everything that is shown to us. It's made to make us more feminine, and to make us lose touch with connections, which is people, the earth, our spirit, and all these things. Like, or maybe all of those things that I just mentioned are made believe, and it's all in your mind. Like, okay, I don't believe this. Like, we can say this with religion, everyone's like, oh, I don't believe in that, but the people that actually do believe, it's real for them, because they believe in it. Like, you can have anything in the world. I've always gotten everything that I wanted, because why? I believed that I could get it. There was never a self-doubt that I couldn't get, because why wouldn't I be able to get it, dude? We're all exactly the same. If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, of course I can do it, because I'm way better than you. So why wouldn't I be able to do it? So sometimes it's just a belief, and if you have a good father figure, they'll teach you to work out, to eat good, what you should do to a woman, not like in a sexual way, but how you should treat a woman. All the main principles, all the main points that you should know as a man. And learning those things, learning those fundamentals, it will give you a way better head start in life than anyone else. Because for me, I felt like I was behind most of my life, and once I kind of figured it out, I was like 5 years ahead of everyone. Like right now, I'm at a young age and I feel like I'm 5-10 years older. I feel like I haven't done enough. And why is this? Maybe it's also something from my childhood that makes me feel this type of way, where I need to be better. I always got to be more. Like if I had to prove something, and then you go back, why do I feel this way? Okay, maybe it's because my parents, they never gave me attention. They never actually made me feel loved. You could go back and you could see, why am I like this? Why is that person like that? So whenever I see someone, I don't tend to like be like, okay, forget that person, F that person, because they're this way. No, I understand why they're that person. And then I look back, I'm like, okay, that's understandable. Let me see what I can do to go help them, or make it in a way so I don't disturb their peace and make them enraged. So yeah, you guys should find a good father figure. It doesn't always have to be your father. It could be uncle, it could be your brother, it could be just any male that can play that role. So this was a quick video. Hopefully it was kind of why you should have a good father figure. There's probably more things that I should have mentioned, but I'll probably just make a video later. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. This is TorridBlu. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Wait. This is TorridBlu, and remember, it's all for you. It's all for you.